guys, this is Chris Dixon, Senior Editor with Power and Motoryacht Magazine. This is the Scout 670. This is the largest outboard-powered yacht ever built. It's powered by 5 600 horsepower Mercury Verados, and got to take it on a run today. It was spectacular, honestly. It was really something to drive. And I gave a walkthrough of the boat when Scout launched it at the factory in Somerville, but since it's in its natural environment and we've also been able to run it, I thought I'd give another quick tour of it, show you some features of what's frankly just really a tour de force. I mean, Scout's done a hell of a lot of work on this boat, and it really shows, and it showed on the drive as well. So step aboard and let's take a quick look. Actually, I'll start back here. Scout called this their Project Everest because it was the biggest outboard powered yacht / center console ever built. So this was their Project Everest. They've summited, as far as I'm concerned. You've got this great rear step platform, easy access to the motors. You've also got, we can't fold them down right now, but you've got these huge fold down swim platforms, which also presented, quite an engineering challenge, because if you think of a convertible car, you've got this fold down platform that's huge. And so you've got to engineer really strong stringers. And I think that Steve Potts said there's something like 30 layers of carbon fiber in here. Very cool step-on little feature to come aboard from the beach platform, and it's got a ton of space back here. The boat will be, this is the sport model. There's also going to be 2 other models, at least one of which will have a flybridge for fishing and be really outfitted for fishing. This one is outfitted for fishing, but not like, the full angler's model, but it still has a pair of twin live wells on it, plenty of rocket launchers, and then it's got rocket launchers up here. And one feature that's actually really cool too is this folds down a little bit, and then an awning that covers the entire aft portion of the boat comes out as a sunshade, which is really neat. There's a sink on this side back here, and there's a Kenyon grill on this side. There's plenty of storage. Cool little factoid. This is a Mercedes G-Wagon air conditioning vent. Scout actually sources these directly from Mercedes, which has a factory here in Charleston. So I thought that was kind of a cool little touch. There is access to the gen set and all the systems down below. There's not a ton of headroom, but you can get to pretty much everything pretty easily. This boat does come with a Seakeeper as well, and I will say we took it out with the Seakeeper not turned on, and it handled really, really well, and some pretty substantial cross chop on the waters out near Kiowa Island. So we'll move forward. One of the things that I like about this boat a lot, actually, is it's got high enough rails and railings and gunnels to keep you safe, and it also has these gates to keep the kids in the back of the boat when you're underway, and that's it's an important feature if you're out here boating as and with a family. Moving forward, I love this rear seating area and this rear bar. I mean, it was funny because I was in the Scout factory as they were conceiving this and sketching it, and they used a big CNC router to actually create, prototypes for how this arrangement was going to be. So there was tons of back and forth and give and take and iterations of this, and there will be other iterations of it as well. The fishing model will have a completely different stern option that will also include pressurized live wells. And so anyway, they spent a ton of time thinking about the different aspects and elements of this boat. There's in addition to your touchscreens up there, for example, there's a touchscreen right here. It's another Garmin touchscreen that also has all of its controls right here. So you can be up there and you can actually touch the touchscreen and get your controls for climate and other elements on the boat. Another nice feature here, we're up at the dock getting fuel and everything. There's a full joystick and bow thruster control right here. Good sight lines on the starboard side. Now, this door, when we were underway today, stayed perfectly well locked in place, super solid. When you close the stern up, it is basically hermetically sealed. I mean, the thing was incredibly quiet underway. But if you want to open the boat, there are a myriad of ways to do that. One of them, well, actually, before we go inside and I show you that, I'll show you the windows, all the windows that go down and the sunroof that goes up. Let's walk around the bow real quick first. And, you know, to the point that I was making, these are actually, you know, safe. These rails and walkways are at a safe height. There's non-skid up here in case you need to climb out and do anything on the roof. There's grab rails there's good positioning for the grab rails. There's basically, okay, if you're underway, you can get a handhold everywhere you need to get a handhold. I love the the forward sun pad is awesome. This is a terrific U-shaped seating area in the front as well. And while we were underway, obviously we had the backrest down for the sun pad, and the sight lines were still really good, you know, even with the headrest right there. So you've got a great spot to kick back while you're flying along at 60 miles an hour, which we were doing today. We hit 60, so you could be, you know, holding on and just chilling, flying along. You can also sit up here and have a meal. It's pretty sweet. I'd also note, as you guys may have noticed, massive speakers. There's a terrific sound system on this boat, as you can imagine. Nice touches, cup holders, plenty of them. Huge windshield. And one of the points that I'd make is, as you are probably aware, a big windshield like this can let in a lot of sun and a lot of heat. This has a quite substantial overhang here that helps shade the interior. And then down below, there's a sunshade that goes across this whole section so that you can actually shade the entire lower three cabin lower area of this boat. Now, I was talking about all the ways that you can open this boat up to the world. We didn't do that today because it's pretty chilly, but this is one, and this is a terrific way to entertain and hang out. You know, sit there at the bar stools, be able to converse with the folks in the cabin. Your galley's right here, twin burner cooktop. You've got refrigerator, ice maker, and another fridge down there. You've got a convection microwave oven, and these doors are very cool, the way that they go out of the way so that you can cook. Nice little touches, positive latches all around. The TV actually folds down from this panel right here, so you can be sitting at this other U-shaped lounge and be watching the game, hanging out with your friends, socializing. This table also is telescoping, so it lowers down, and this can be turned into an interior lounge. I mean, an interior bed, basically, another one. So you've got, you really, if you needed to, you could sleep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sleep 8 on this boat without too much difficulty. The other, let's see if I can find the controls for, okay, port window down. So the windows, as you can see, are huge, just like you'd find in a luxury car. And they further open it up. The starboard window goes down as well. And if that were not enough, there's a full sky sunroof. So if you want to open this boat, you can really open this boat. It's actually really something. And then, as I pointed out, I'm not going to close it the entire way because it takes it a while. But this forward sunshade goes out, and it shades the shades the lower area so that you can be out of the sun if you need to. The Helm is basically a tour de force, tells you everything you could possibly need to know. It's got scan strut, chargers on both sides. It's got a joystick control that I already used today. It's got bow thrusters as well, tilt steering, and I mean, it's just, basically got everything you need. The seats are really comfortable. The driving position has really good sight lines, I thought, all the way around. And it was really comfortable either using it seated or just as a leaning post. And even seated going over pretty big waves, it felt pretty dang good. So nice little storage glove boxes on either side. Whoops, I just took a bad step. And again, it's just, it's a beautifully thought out boat. It really is. Moving down. So moving down, we have another lounge area. Actually, I forgot that you could, this is another spot that a guest could sleep on as well. So now we're up to, what, nine spots to sleep if you need them. TV, and then there's 3 staterooms. So we have, and then there's a day head on the port side that also doubles as an ensuite for the VIP guest room. So I'll show you guys real quickly the guest rooms on the boat. The first offers twin beds. There's full stand-up height inside, before you get down to the beds themselves. I'm pushing 6 feet so you can see. And then there's also a full-length mirror right here as well, which is a nice little touch. VIP and the day head. So the VIP features I'd say that's probably pushing a queen size bed. They've got power outlets on either side of the bed, along with these nice little lights, over the shoulder lights, USB ports for charging your electronics, and then the head has both a handheld shower and an overhead rain shower. It's pretty dang nice. Now moving forward to the master suite. The bed's not huge. I'd say it's somewhere between a double and a queen, but you can only get so much space out of any boat. Looks like a pretty comfortable place to sleep, and I actually like the sound of the water on the hull. It's not too intrusive, kind of relaxing. Have a closet here, and then the bathroom facilities are split up. On this side, let's see if I can turn the light. I'm not sure if that's the switch. Well, we'll show you anyway. On this side is the shower with a rain shower overhead, bench seating, and a handheld shower as well. Very nicely appointed. And then on this side is the head. And you can close both of these. They're motorized. Pretty cool. I feel like I'm in the TV show Get Smart, which is probably before my cameraman's time. So there's the interior of the Scout 670 LXS. And I'd add, I want to thank Captain Josh. I want to thank Captain Casey, and I want to thank Anton from Mercury for taking us out today. It was insanely fun, and so that's it. Chris Dixon from Power Motoryacht signing out from the Scout 670 LXS. We will see you on the water, maybe even on one of these.